starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
Welcome to Ace and Rich Live. We have another live for you this week, Friday, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here once again. And once again, we're going to be taking some great questions.
You're in Puerto Rico now. You're not in the United States. It's 8 p.m. over there. It's 9 p.m. over here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because it's Puerto Rico, we're like what?
Goofed.
Yeah, we're goofed, right? Is it like an hour behind?
Yeah,
it's an hour behind.
You goofed, man.
Yeah, so I know you guys are an hour behind. We don't change our clocks in Puerto Rico. So, yeah, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So welcome to the live. And again, we have a lot of questions to get to tonight. And this live is designed for you to have a breakthrough in your business by you coming here, hanging out with us for the hour, and finding out what is your biggest challenge and what is your biggest struggle. In the chat, I want you guys right now to start asking your questions, and let's have a breakthrough this weekend. Let's make sure that whatever's been holding you back, we can help you get through that hurdle starting tonight, okay? This is why we designed this live for you, to take on the toughest questions. No matter what question it is not a dumb question, so don't be afraid. Don't feel overwhelmed, because we'll simplify it for you to help you move forward in your business.
That's one thing that we're good at, is simplifying things for people to understand. Because we've been there. We walk the walk. We understand the journey. We know the struggle. And the struggle is real. We understand it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, too, before we get started here, I want you to understand something. It wasn't always easy for us when we first got started. We were Motel 6. We were homeless. I had a job part-time at Best Buy, right? So that was the good thing. But it was really, we didn't have our own place, okay? No. So we were building our business right from Motel 6. And we never stopped and we never gave up. We did a great live last week. We have a lot of great responses.
It was great.
From the video. Because usually people watch the replay quite a bit, right? And then what I do is I take this content and I break it up into small segments for different pieces. And we've gotten a great response from last week's live. And we're going to continue to do it just like that. Because it's really all about serving you guys and helping you do better each and every day in your business. We love to serve. We love to help people have breakthroughs. And we've done this for so many years. And like I said, even though that we had that struggle in the very beginning, one thing that we realized is that we never gave up. We always kept moving forward. Even when the cards were not in our favor, we still showed up. And this is the attitude that you have to have. If I can help you guys start out, with this live, off the right foot, is always remember that even when you feel like the cards are not in your favor, you got to keep showing up, because it's not about just being consistent. The consistent part's important, but that's not what it's about.
No.
It is the person you become by being consistent on the days that the cards are not in your favor. That is the secret to success, and that is the secret that's going to help you get over that wall. Okay?
That's right, absolutely.
So, guys, bring your questions right now in the chat. Let's go, and let's make it a good one.
All right, so let's make sure you guys can hear us. Yes, you guys can hear us. There is definitely sound. If you cannot hear us, check your audio settings. Make sure that your speaker is on. Maybe sometimes,
turn it up.
You got to turn that volume up.
Yeah, we got to test over here, and we can hear us just fine.
I can hear us just fine right here.
So let's go over, and I'm going to blow this up over here so we actually have the comments.
All right. Hey, David. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, David.
All right, Michelle. Good to see you,
Michelle, nice to see you.
All right. So I got to do something. I got to tag up our followers. They got to know that we're live. Because this is the whole Facebook thing, is they don't even let people know about the notifications or nothing.
Yes.
Facebook, you're making things a little bit harder for marketers.
Hey, Candace, how you doing? Nice to see you. David, how you doing?
Oh,
I know we just said hi to David. Say hi to David again.
Hello.
Okay, let's right now head on over to the comments over here so I can see everything nice and clear.
All right, so we're going to get started with some questions already we got here from some members in our communities. Now, we run several communities. We have our paid monthly subscription group called the Inner Circle, which is an awesome Inner Circle mastermind. We meet every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. See, I almost messed up and goofed on the time zone too.
It's easy to do that.
It is easy because you got to cover both time zones, darn it.
You just get used to it.
Yeah. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And these members are wonderful people. They're marketers. They're involved in different opportunities. Some are in our team. We're going to be fully transparent with that. But the thing about being on our team and upgrading to Inner Circle, and I do want to cover this, is the fact that you will get the necessary training that is not offered in the actual program that you signed up with us in. Big understanding there, because you know how some programs, they don't cover A to Z.
Yeah, or if you don't understand something, it's always nice to have that that community of like a mastermind.
Absolutely.
Right? Masterminds are known for helping people have breakthroughs and like something that you don't understand, you might hear it a different way from somebody else, right? Or maybe someone knows something that you don't know, and they share it with the community. Oh, it's incredible.
It's incredible.
I think that's what I love the most about Inner Circles, when people come out and they share their angle of how they see things. And it's just beautiful.
Yes, and then the other community we have, it's a free Facebook group. It's called the Internet Marketing Pros. And this is where we get a lot of our questions from, is because the members in there, there's a lot of members in there. And they actually, from time to time during the week, they like to drop questions, and I like to collect them.
Yeah, and also we get a lot of personal messages in our inbox and our Facebook Messenger.
DMs.
We get them loaded.
DMs. Yep.
So
let's go ahead and help Akira.
It is time for questions.
So Akira says, Asa Ridge, everyone says build your email list, but what do you actually do with it once you have one?
Oh,
what a great question. Thank you, Akira.
It is a great question.
Akira,
and
one of those Japanese anime. That's a nice name, by the way.
That is a nice name, yeah.
Isn't that one of the Japanese anime cartoons?
I
like Japanese anime.
If in my lifetime, I would say if I had a daughter, I probably would name her Akira. That's a nice name. I like that.
All right, so you're going to answer the question?
Yeah, I'm going to answer the question.
Okay, go ahead.
So, so what do you actually do, right? You got to understand something. When it comes to building your list, right? It's you're building an audience, right? Whether it's on social media, whether it's you're building your email list. But if you're building your email list, right? Depending on how you're building it is really the $1 million question. So let's talk about building an email list with social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is a little bit different because when you build a list on social media, email list, that's what we're talking about here, is that they already see you, right? So if they see you, that's a little bit of trust built, right? So we call that pre-warm traffic, right? Pre-warm leads, because they already saw you. They saw your pictures with your post, if you're doing it right. And they also saw you on video if you are creating video content, okay? And you're generating a lead from that.
Yes.
So when we do it that way, it's a great way to establish a relationship, okay? But let's say that you're doing email traffic. A lot of people do just email traffic, right? They'll pay someone that has a bigger list than them, and they'll start generating leads on demand. But those people don't really know you, right? They have no idea who you are. So the importance of building an email list with email traffic is to make sure that everything's set up correctly from the get-go. So what I would do is I would always make sure that you start building the relationship on the front end with your funnel. That is the most important part when you're building your email list, because you want them to see you immediately, especially if if these leads are cold and they never seen you, they don't even know who you are, right? So understand this is crucial when it comes to building that type of traffic. Okay, start the relationship right from the get-go. All right. Then from there, as you follow up, they start to get more familiar with you, right? They start to go, oh, who's this person? Who's, what are they saying today, right? Because remember, they're probably on other people's email lists as well. And how are you going to separate yourself, from everybody else that's probably emailing that person too, right? Because that's really the reality. So the more that you get personal with your email list, what we do is we like to get on a more personal level with communicating. So for instance, if we're sending out an email, there's many different strategies to send different emails out when we are building a list with email. And I want you to go over those couple different ways, since you are the one who's in charge of email marketing.
Which part?
Well, when you
I
send
do a lot.
but when you send emails out, what type of emails are you sending?
Well, the types of emails that I like to send is value-based content. So I'll start off with like a Monday post, and I'll do something with, story-based or something inspirational perhaps. And I like to do that because it's definitely that type of audience is looking for that type of content. They're not looking to be sold to, even though people love to buy. But you want to make sure that the content is relevant, it's current, it's something that's personable, it's definitely personalized to you, your situation, your past experience, and it teaches some type of a business mindset shift or lesson that's valuable. A lot of times when I write my emails, I'll put a little PS line and I'll say, if this email, resonated with you or you got something to say, hit reply, and I answer all my messages in my email, and I get back to all my replies in real time. So definitely make sure that you do that. And a lot of times they do that.
And here's the thing about like email marketing, and we do things a little bit differently. There's different types of emails that we send out, like you just explained. And what that does, it creates the curiosity for somebody to want to reply back. And what's great about that is then it starts to become more of a personal back and forth dialogue.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then we can get them into our Facebook world where they can see us. And I'm talking about email traffic, for example, right? If they don't know us. And it starts to build that more personal bond. And when you build that personal bond, then you can start establishing that business relationship. Because first, it starts with the personal bond first,
right,
and then turns over to that business relationship. Remember, they got on the list because they're looking for a way to make money. Right? We know that. But if they don't know you, they're not going to open up your wallet. They're not going to open up their wallet right away. They're going to want to know who you are first and see if you are the real deal.
And that's the misconception that a lot of email marketers do, and they make mistakes like that as they're building the list. They immediately go straight for the jugular and go, okay, buy my stuff, And that's not the case.
And there's a way to sell, in a subtle way, right? Where you're not really being pushy. We call it like indirect selling.
Indirect selling.
Yeah, it's not really direct selling. Like,
hey, Akira, we can go deep on this. Let me tell you.
But absolutely.
Hopefully that was just enough. We still got to get to other questions here.
Well, I'll leave you with this, okay, Kira, because what she just explained to you, she's always doing different things because she's always testing different things. And the feedback that we get back is that we do more of that.
Yes.
So if we're getting good feedback from what's working, we're going to keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
So now we're not really guessing anymore. We know what's working.
Mm-hmm.
So just take that. That'll help you.
Okay, guys, let me see right here. We have a comment from Michelle. Says, it's loading. There we go. Inner Circle, you get a whole lot of great information as well as how-tos from two people who have been through the trenches and got to the other side. They share things you will not learn from anyone else. They are secure in who they are and share all their knowledge with you. Thank you so much for that feedback. Appreciate it, Michelle.
Appreciate that.
One of our Inner Circle members there.
Yes.
Next question is coming in from Abdul. Abdul says, Ace, I'm making consistent income, but worried about a recession. How do I protect my business?
Okay.
Well,
yeah, this is something that.
Here's the thing. First of all, I don't believe in any recession. About whole recession-proof stuff, that's a facade, okay? It's going to happen. Here's what you can definitely do, though. You have to understand about creating multiple streams of income to prevent that from happening if it is going to affect you. And by having multiple income streams, I'm not talking about having multiple MLM business opportunities. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about multiple ways that you create cash flow. Okay? Cash flow has to be coming in some way automatically. Because if one business opportunity you're part of fails, the other ones are producing for you on your behalf of what you're lacking.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You want to chime in?
Well, you can recession-proof your business. Okay? You can do that. Recessions are going to happen, whether, I don't know where you're from. You might be from the States, you might be from different
Another
country.
Yeah.
Every country will have recessions through their lifetime. There's always, there's cycles that we go through in economies. Okay.
Yes.
And the way to really recession-proof your business, and if we're talking about online, is that you have to really have multiple streams of income. And it doesn't mean you have to be in like so many different businesses. Okay. You can build your own ecosystem online. And let me break that down for you so you understand. What you want to do is, if you are promoting an offer, okay, and you're using tools and resources, like maybe using a software, right? Maybe using an autoresponder, right? Maybe you're using something for productivity, okay? Or a funnel builder, right? There's many different things that you're going to be using for your business online. Make sure that you are able to earn commissions from all those different things. Because what that's going to do is now you're not just getting one paycheck, you're going to get multiple paychecks, right? And this is important. A lot of people really don't do this. They just go, I'm part of this program, I'm part of this business, and they just focus on that only. And they have to really think a lot more broader. They have to think more of like, like one of my mentors in the early days asked me, Rich, do you want to build a network marketing business or do you want to build a business? And when he asked me that, I said, well, I was in network marketing at the time. I was like, yeah, I want to build a network marketing business. He goes, wrong. And I'm like, why is it wrong? He said, because if you're thinking about building a network marketing business, then you're going to go broke. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, why? I mean, can you explain why am I going to go broke? Because you're relying on one income stream. You're not really building multiple streams of income to create multiple incomes in your business, because you need to have multiple incomes in your business. You can't rely on just one.
Right.
I mean, if you do that, you're just shooting yourself in the foot, because there's different cycles in business that happen, okay? And different things happen, right? We've been part of different businesses that have shut down over the years. Yeah. But we always had backups.
And that's We've always had control.
Backup income streams for us to always create income.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If we relied on just that, that business that got shut down, or they shut down because they ran out of business, we would be screwed.
And I want to touch
but hold on, but we've learned how to combat that. And that's what I mean about recession-proof your business. Okay? Because you want to create that income stream to protect you.
Yes.
And you probably already have it, but maybe you don't realize it because nobody's ever really taught you how you can create multiple streams of income with what you already have.
Yeah, and speaking of what not being taught, a lot of times, Abdul, is you'll get involved with affiliate marketing and you're told to buy the most expensive services to run your business. Yeah. Not necessarily. If you really want to recession proof or protect yourself, I like to focus on protection. How about protecting yourself and have that protection come from, yes, the multiple, stream of income, but also multiple traffic sources. Okay. Multiple traffic sources, where you're getting your traffic from, whether it be organic or paid. Have a strong follow-up system.
We recommend both because let's say you're having like a bad year or something,
right?
But you still have, whatever that you build on the internet organically. That's
this
an
is
asset.
Good. What he's going to share with you,
right, guys, write this down. I'm seriously.
Oh my gosh.
But this is huge. Okay, I'm telling you from our experience. Okay, we have like different areas all over the internet. We're like in multiple social media sites, and we don't really talk about all the social media sites that we're on, but we just talk about just the basics of part of like YouTube and Facebook. But we're part of a lot of other ones too. And what happens is we have assets out there on the internet that protect our business. And what I mean by that is we have traffic sources constantly coming in 24/7, 7 days a week, because we built that up over the years. And it's still happening still to this day. We have new subscribers coming in every day. We have new leads coming in every day. We're always building our list every day, right? Not just paid traffic, but for free traffic too. So you want to make sure that you understand the difference between those two and understand the strategy behind those two. You get what I'm saying? This is how you understand how to build multiple traffic sources. All right. Now let's talk about building a strong follow-up. And we just recently answered some serious questions on the previous, the previous question from Kira. And she was asking about like, well, what do I do with follow-up? Well, you want to build a strong follow-up system. And what we mean by that is how to get personal, how to get more on a personal basis with people, not by selling, but indirectly selling.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So when we understand this, we can get more results in our business. And let me touch on this too, because a lot of people really don't understand this as being an entrepreneur. Okay? I talk about building assets with multiple traffic sources. I talk about assets with, having a different social media site and different things like that besides your paid marketing. But what about assets as far as investments? What are you investing in when you are making money?
Yes.
Because when you start investing in things that are assets, if you ever have a problem, you can sell those assets and create capital. This is how an entrepreneur thinks.
That's right.
Okay? You always want to be creating assets because We learned this from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn's like the godfather of personal development. And he said, you're going to have seasons. There's going to be great seasons, and there's going to be bad seasons. The summer is a great season, right? But what happens with the winter, right? It's not a good season, right? You might not make a lot of money around that time because business fluctuates. And you have to learn this through cycles, right? And the stuff that we're sharing with you, if you're not writing this stuff down, you guys are missing the gold, okay? Understanding how to really build a successful recession-proof business, okay? So you guys are getting it. We're giving you some gold here. Write this stuff down. It's going to help you. It's going to serve you. So you do not have to go through the gauntlet and go, oh my God, I got to start all over again, right? Like I did in my first business back in 2008.
And one of the things that you could also do to protect yourself, because you remember our Motel 6 story, being in the Motel 6, you want to keep your expenses low, especially when things are like that. And also build an emergency fund or have some type of cash reserve. That's something that, you know, we had to do when we were in that situation. So these are some things that you can do to help you guys out who are probably in this situation now or probably forthcoming, right? That it's going to happen. You need to be prepared for this because no business is perfect. And things will happen outside of your control.
Ain't that the truth? Yep.
And you know what? Now you have the ideas and throw that in your marketing war chest.
Oh, give me a high five on that one. I love that one.
All right.
That's nice.
All right. Let's see here.
Beautiful.
I got a comment from David Rusterholz. David, thank you for stopping by. It says, I am looking at investing my money other than the banks, reoccurring income.
Well, definitely look at assets. And you know, it's kind of funny. You ever notice people like certain people invest in baseball cards? They invest in baseball cards. They invest in things that they really know of, okay? That you know that it can be sold and earn a profit from.
Comic books.
Like, think about like gold, for example. Gold is constantly going up. If you invested in gold, down the road, you're going to have, you know, you can sell gold. You can always sell gold. So you'll get, you know, profits back from what you're investing in. So gold's a really good thing to invest in, right? Because gold is always outdoing the dollar, especially now. And then you look at like for me, I have things that I invest in that I understand. I invest in like guitars, guitars that I know that are very profitable, that if I ever had a down spiral in my business, I could sell my guitars off and still be in profit, right? So, you know, and also when you buy cars, think about what cars are valuable so you're not really losing money. A lot of people, when they buy cars, it depreciates pretty quickly. All vehicles, I don't care what kind of vehicle, you can have a fancy Lamborghini, it's still going to depreciate a little bit. It's just going to happen. It's the nature of the beast. However, for me, I always buy Jeeps. Why? Because Jeeps, for some reason, they always hold their value. And I always get my money back, right? And I never lose, right? Like I remember my last Jeep I sold, they gave me more than what I paid for it, right? Because of the value of how it holds its value for that type of vehicle. So your mindset has to shift as far as investing, right? You can invest in cryptocurrency. Now, if you don't understand it, that's more of a risk because it's a little bit of a game that you're playing with cryptocurrency, right? If you actually have, you know, stocks a little bit more predictable over time. Cryptocurrencies are more very volatile. So you have to be very patient with cryptocurrency and you have to know how to get out at the right time, especially if you're investing in smaller coins in cryptocurrency, right? So I'm giving you a lot here, but the point is diversify and think about different assets. And if you know things that you really know of, then, and you know that they're worth, you know, they're worth money and you know that they're gonna be worth even more in the future, I'm telling you right now, think about those things. Be simple in the very beginning when you're purchasing assets, okay? Because a lot of entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs always buy things that they know of and they hold on to it, and then they sell it on later down the road.
Yes. Okay. I see people joining us on the live. Michelle says, I collected baseball cards for many years, but the values have tanked over the years.
Yep.
Jeff Gonzalez just joined and says, hey, Ace. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Well, it depends what cards you buy. See, you have to be very strategic, Michelle, on what baseball cards you buy, right?
Yeah.
There's people right now that there's certain baseball cards right now that are making money. There's other ones that people thought that would make money and that didn't make money. So you have to diversify different types of cards. I know people right now that are buying baseball cards like crazy.
There's an eBay, right?
Well, on eBay, different places.
Yeah.
I know, who is it? Petrobet David. He ran out like a baseball cards, like he's buying tons of baseball cards right now. Okay. Because he knows that's going to be an asset, right? And sometimes when we have assets, we don't wait long enough, right? We're not patient enough to wait till it goes. Okay. The market always fluctuates with anything.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Next question's coming in from Isabella. Isabella says, Ace, when should I start thinking about multiple income streams versus mastering one? Well, here's the thing. Okay. First of all, you want to master one first.
Yeah, our coach always said, like, focus on one when you first get started.
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, you can still sell like your softwares and all the little things that go connected to your business. Nothing wrong with that. But we're talking about main businesses here.
You master one first. Once you master the first income stream, you want to get that first income stream, and please make sure you're paying attention to this, every one of you. Okay. I don't care what you're selling. Get that first income stream to at least $5,000 a month. Okay. Don't even think about quitting your job yet. Don't do it. I'm telling you,
Don't do it.
Get to the 5K per month and have a system that's working consistently in place, and be sure to add other tools carefully that enhances the business, doesn't take it away. You know what I mean? Like, always add, but don't take away.
That's right.
Right?
We never subtract. We always add.
Always add, don't subtract. Okay. So
now
that's my take on that.
Right. So once you master that first income stream, main income stream, okay?
Right.
You'll be able to multiply it, right? Because you really focus on really mastering that craft, okay? A lot of people, what happens is before they have a breakthrough and they have success, they tend to be impatient and jump to somewhere else, very prematurely.
Very.
And they never really understood how to get the first one going. So when they jump to something else, thinking that's going to solve the problem, what happens is they're stuck in that same problem, and they never solved that first problem in the first place.
Right.
And then they get frustrated and they quit because they say, oh, well, this doesn't work. No, you don't work because you never really gave yourself a chance to work it.
Yes.
Right? Because you have to really learn about yourself more to grow that wealth that you really want to with your business. You have to get to know who you are, because you're going to go through some learning curves, right? And when I say patience, you have to understand that mindset of patience of being an entrepreneur. So,
All right.
So.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's see
Absolutely.
here. Richard Osborne says, I'm focusing on Nexus Rewards and HBA, but that's a good idea, Rich, is invest in gold. I think I want to invest in gold now.
Investing in gold is really smart because, it has grown leaps and bounds. And I predict it's going to grow even more because our country's in debt really, really bad as far as the United States. I mean, we're really, really terrible debt. And that's really bad, but that's good for gold, right? Because gold is just going to keep going through the roof.
Yes.
It's crazy. So.
Next one's coming from Tyler. Tyler says, Rich, you understand, man, what it's like working a night job. I work the night shift. How do I structure my affiliate business around weird hours?
That's tough because, you're in the night shift. And when you go home from the night shift, you're going to have like the second wind for a little while. This is what would happen to me. I would get out at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I remember, because I used to get up around, about
early.
like around 9 o'clock, 11 to 7, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. And I remember when I would go home, I would just have this second energy. It was weird. I'd be tired at work. I'd be like, right? And then when I get home, I'm like, I don't know why I have energy. So take advantage of those couple of hours that you have, and put your business to work while you're like, you still have that energy right away, because you're going to stay awake for a while. And then when you finally pass out, it's weird when you wake up at night. I don't know about you, but I never got used to waking up at night. It was just still bizarre. Even after a year, I still felt bizarre about it. Okay. So if you wake up maybe earlier sometime and you want to, put a couple more hours before you go to work, as far as in your business, do that. But the most productive time you're going to have is when you get out of your night shift job in the morning and you have those couple of hours that you still got that second wind. Take advantage, because you're going to be more alert at that time. And then you're going to pass out, you're going to have a good day's rest. And then when the nighttime comes, you got to do it all over again. So
See,
I would recommend trying to find a different shift if you can over time, because night shifts are really, really tough. It really hits the brain pretty hard.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is from Yuki. Yuki, I think I'm pronouncing your name
Yuki.
right. Yuki. Ace, English isn't my first language. Although I want to do this successfully, how can I succeed in affiliate marketing? Okay, I don't know if you were here.
Wait a minute. Let me chime in first.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about someone that had the same problem. And this individual, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was
He's from actually South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not know hardly any English when he first got started in affiliate marketing. And what he did was he actually learned English like reading a book like every single day. That was his focus.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to get good at affiliate marketing. And over time, his English got better and better and better and better. And he wanted to succeed so bad that he started getting results because he started, learning English and things like that. And now with technology that we have, it's pretty awesome. Like you grab your phone, you showed me, you grab Google Translate, put it right in the screen, and it shows the lettering in your language. So, I mean, that can get you by for a while, but I still recommend you reading every single day and keep learning English.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We had Belgian students that are part of our group. And we have people that are Norwegian, and we have people from the Netherlands, the Dutch, a lot of different people from around the world. And they used to come with me with the same question all the time, Yuki. And I would tell them this one piece of advice that got them going. And I would say, if you have an accent when you speak, that's sexy. I want you to own it. I want you to ignore what anybody is going to say or think of you. And I want you to just go out there and create the content, because you got to understand, when you own that language, it is yours. No one has it. No one speaks it like you. And it's sexy. That's the way I said it when I coached them. And they, to this day, they use it to their advantage, and they turn their weakness into a strength.
And did you know that people in America like to outsource different voiceovers in different accents? Because supposedly I hear it converts very well. So you might want to look into that too.
So never let the fact that English not being your first language stop you. There are many people that are not even smart in this industry, and they do great. So it has nothing to do with anything specific as far as your educational background or experience. It's just a matter of like, how hard are you willing to work? Are you willing to work smarter? Are you ready to dig in, roll your sleeves up, and really learn this? Because this is all going to help you change your life.
I've worked with a lot of people from different countries over the years. And I remember the conversations we used to have. And I noticed this is very common. People that don't understand English very well, they know how to read it better than actually understand it. Okay. And what I mean by that is speak it. So when somebody speaks to you, do you feel, do you understand it as well? The majority of people I've talked to over the years, they actually say they can read it better than understand it from someone that's talking. So keep in mind, if you could understand it by reading better, if that's your case, usually 9 times out of 10 it is, it'll help you understand like different pages, different marketing pages, where you can actually use that to your advantage. Okay.
Richard Osborne says, I'm listening to Ace and Rich live, and I'm doing a DoorDash at the same time.
Awesome.
Thank you for being transparent. You see,
that's commitment.
That is commitment.
You gotta love it.
That's commitment, man. Thank you so much, Richard.
We appreciate you.
Drive safe, man. Drive safe.
All right. Thank you.
Anybody else in the community? You guys got any questions? Let us know.
Let us know, guys. Bring the questions. Bring them on.
Questions. Let us know.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
That.
Okay, I got the next question, and it's Zoe.
Okay.
Hey, Zoe, how are you? I am a single mom with limited time. How do I build this without sacrificing my family time?
Well, there's obviously going to be some sacrifice.
Yeah, somebody is definitely
There's
sacrificing.
going to be some sacrifice. As a former single mom myself, before I met Rich, here's exactly what worked for me. Use your power hour. And that's the hour where, the child or children are not as rambunctious and high energy and, maybe they're out for the count. And you can use those little pockets of time to become your power hour and get things done that you need to do, such as study time or taking action time. Like for me in affiliate marketing, it's really not a lot. If you think about it, all I have to do is write emails and study copywriting and then just keep practicing more emails and following up with people and posting. I mean, that's a lot better than going to a 9-to-5 and, dealing with the cash register and the irate customers and things like I used to do when I used to work at Staples. But, school time, use that school time for focused work. If the kids got to do homework, you do what you got to do to get, the house in order and find those pockets of time. Use system automation. This was very key for me. Like when I was building the business at the time when I met Rich taught me about automation because I did not know, I had a clue about automation. I thought it was a robot, didn't know what it meant. But automation is going to be like a godsend for you because once you set your funnels and your pages in order and everything is connected properly and you have all the things in place, from hosting to your autoresponder to your page builder, everything works simultaneously. You can pretty much run a hands-off business and go take care of the kids, go take care of the household, the family and everything like that. And, as far as sacrifices go, there'd be some sacrifices, but not major sacrifices. You're not going to miss an entire childhood.
Right, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You will be there for your kids. I raised my kid and mind you, my child is autistic. I raised him, since birth and all the way up till now. He grew up in this industry and he saw it all. So
he's traveled with us. He's been around the world with us. Like he's been in this industry since he was a little boy. So he really understands this industry.
Yes. So
really
don't
well.
feel bad. Don't beat yourself up. Don't be so hard being a single mom or single dad. I've worked with single dads too. I know a famous one, Michael, last name Price. Great single fathers out there who can do it too. And the same advice applies to them. Find pockets of time, use your power hour.
He had 3 kids. He has 3 kids.
Build that leverage. People who are single parents, Zoe can do it. One to another, you can do it too.
Yeah, I think he was 3 kids. He was juggling.
Yeah, I have just one,
right,
but I know people that have a lot of kids. It's a juggle, isn't it? With multiple children.
It is.
That's a lot of people in the house.
Yeah, we've seen successful parents really, make it in this business, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about really managing your time wisely and taking advantage. Like even when they're asleep, if they have naps or something, depending how old they are, you can take advantage. You really can. Richard
Osborne says, Rich, I like to invest in gold now, but what is the best website I can invest in gold and how should I invest in gold?
For you, Richard, I wouldn't invest in gold just yet. I would focus on creating your assets to your business first before you start investing in gold.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice. Listen up. That's Coach Rich talking there. Donald Candies is here. Thank you, Donald. He says, time is tough for me. I have to take care of my mom, do real estate, coach clients, plus online marketing. How do you juggle all that? You got that planner handy?
Yeah.
You got to make sure that you got everything scheduled. That's a lot of responsibility. Like you're a man that's wearing multiple hats. It's tough when you're taking care of a loved one and they're like, you need to be there for their beck and call, every cooking, every bathing moment, like things that for supervision. And then you got to try to build business. And then you got the real estate stuff that you're talking about, you got to do.
Yep.
So you know what? To juggle it all, it's like you got to schedule everything, has to have its hour. Like I told the other person, Zoe, I said, you got to have your power hour. Find that window that you could just tackle the most important projects first, tackle those things first. And when you can build leverage, it's a great way to do that, especially like when it comes to like meal planning and stuff like that. Like if you can do it, great. Because I know a lot of times, I burned a lot of pans. I I burned a lot of pans by not doing it.
A lot of expensive pans.
He's not buying me pans anymore. I got to buy my own.
Yep.
But, the thing is that you do some meal planning. That will help leverage some of your time so you don't have to cook on the hour of the hour, because that takes up a lot of time anyway. Food preparation and taking care of a loved one and making sure dinner's on the table.
It's tough.
It is tough. It is tough. We're not going to beat around the bush on that. Yeah.
It is tough.
But I would say use your planner wisely. Treat your business like a business. If you've got a real estate business, organize it. And you know what? Honestly, I have to say this. I'm going to go for a bonus here. I would definitely go to AI and I would program it and tell it exactly what you're going through and have it actually help you.
Now, I want to...
It could do it. If you prompt that AI and say, hey, this is my schedule. This is what I got to do. I'm trying to juggle all this. Can you help me organize this and, help me so I could focus and I'm not going crazy? The AI will do it. You think I'm not BSing you. I'm telling you, it will do it. It helped me with my schedule, with the things I had to do coaching. I have to do trainings at night. I have to take care of him, take care of my autistic son, make sure that the dogs go out every day. It's a lot.
Let's talk about that because, when I say it's tough, it's because I know what you go through, having an autistic son, taking care of a family, building a business at the same time. Yeah, granted, we build it together, but you do your thing, I do my thing. And, it's still a lot for you because if you don't have, an autistic kid in your family, you don't realize how hard it can be sometimes. Okay, just so you know.
Yeah.
A lot of love for him though. So let me talk about, I want to take a step back and talk about something because we've been getting a few questions on like investing and things like that. Okay.
It's because you brought it up.
Well, somebody asked
what happens? You start a fire and a match and it goes off.
But when somebody asks me a question, I'm going to answer it, right?
Yeah.
So, but I want to dive a little bit deeper into the, the 80-10-10 rule, because when I just told Richard, I said, start building your business. Start making money before you start understanding on what to investing and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I told you gold, but you got to start building your business first, right? When you start making money from your business, right, you want to use 80% for your expenses, okay? And then 10% can go into like a savings account, right? Like you were talking about for emergency savings.
Yes.
And then you want to take the other 10% and start investing that into assets, okay? Like stocks, crypto, gold, whatever you choose, okay? So remember the 80-10-10. Keep it very, very simple. This is very, very easy for beginners when they're first getting started and getting things going, with their expenses and their money. A lot of people don't really understand about like what to do with their money and stuff like that. So yeah, 80-10-10.
Yep. All right. Awesome. Let's see. Candace says, a digital or written planner is a piece of gold. I am the most incredibly busy mom, supervisor at work, teacher teaching church classes, taekwondo mom. I work full-time and part-time and managing the family and businesses, and I'm doing it. You can do it too. There's your encouragement right there from Candace. All right. Thank you so much. I love that.
Thank you.
Richard Osborne says, let me know when should I invest in gold, Rich.
I'll let you know. Buddy.
David says, my ex-wife scratched all my pots and burned my pans being on the computer and forgetting I put the frying pan on the heat.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Now I'm embarrassed. No, I'm just kidding. It happens, man. Yeah, lots of pans.
More questions. Reggie asks, everyone's showing fancy offices, but can I really build this from my small apartment?
We build it from a Motel 6. What's the difference?
If we can do it from a Motel 6, and that is the smallest apartment.
You can build it from an alleyway.
That was like one room in a bathroom.
You can be homeless and doing it. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of knowing the information, knowing what you can control versus what you can't.
Yeah, I mean, for Motel 6, we had a laptop in the room.
Wi-Fi,
crappy Wi-Fi though.
We still used it.
We still did what we had to do. There was times it was like running really too slow. Then we would go to the front office and hang out and do some work.
Pull your hair out moments.
Yeah, because you got to do what you got to do, right? Once you make that commitment, you got to commit. That's the thing, right? So, and actually create simple systems for yourself, right? You don't need to create this complicated system, right?
No.
And people go, oh, well, I see people on YouTube, they got fancy offices, all this great lighting and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't dig that, honestly.
This right here was cheap. This is Temu. Just stick it to the wall, right? I mean,
this is Temu.
I'm not afraid to tell you that.
No.
I'm gonna
Man, look.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real.
We got top students that are doing it from their kitchen table. Yeah. We got people that are doing DoorDash that are doing it from their car. We just found out today. Yeah. Okay, small corners. I did it with my son's nursery. You know, when I first started. Basic setups, guys. Basic setups. Proving that it's possible.
Guys, we made so much money without this Temu tile.
Yeah.
Before even the Temu tile came.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It's not about your environment, right? It's not about your appearance. It's about the message.
That's right.
Are you delivering the value?
Yeah.
Right? Are you sharing the wealth of knowledge that you're investing in?
That's what people care about.
And this is where you know, back to Richard. Richard, you need to keep investing, but invest in yourself. Invest in your business.
Get in some positive
invest
cash
in your
flow
knowledge.
First, man. Yeah, definitely.
So
you got to earn your stripes.
So back to Reggie. So Reggie.
All right, Reggie.
Understand that you don't need fancy things. Trust me when I tell you that.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to other people.
Like our first camera was a webcam. And we made so much money with that webcam.
Was that the 950C? The old
930C.
Oh, 930C.
930CE?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like the HD cam.
Yeah, it was small.
It still worked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. It was about just getting the message out there.
Yeah.
Right? Don't worry about it. Just get your stuff out there. You'll be fine.
Yes. It's called digital marketing for a reason because it's digital.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right?
It's digital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything will come in time.
Ace, I know I need systems, but where do you even start when everything's chaos?
Chaos.
Don't get me started about the chaos.
Chaos.
I know, Olivia. I know all about the chaos.
You know what?
Everybody's a freaking expert and your grandmom these days, huh?
I remember our coach, he said, the first thing, if you're experiencing chaos, the first thing you must do is clean your desk.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember
if you're experiencing chaos, I guarantee your desk is a mess. Guarantee it. So start with your desk first. Clean the clutter, organize your desk. That will help you start creating some clarity in your mind. And before you know it, you'll start cleaning the room. Mm-hmm. It'll start getting contagious, and then the whole house will be cleared up. Then what will happen is you'll start being more clear on your objectives of what you need to do. Okay? That's why there's chaos, because everything around you is not organized. You have to start with your environment first as far as organization.
Yes.
And then you work it in here.
Yeah. And you know what? There's a way to do that. The first step, I'll break this down for some of y'all. First of all, you want to track everything for just the first 3 days. And then the next thing you want to do is identify all your time wasters. And you'll find them. You'll see them very clearly when you start doing this. And then you're going to start creating simple routines that you could stick to. You know, because if you don't have like any routine, which I've learned from Rich, you will go into chaos. And then finally, you want to learn how your funnel works. You got to start building automated systems. Like right now, while we're hosting the Ace and Rich Live podcast, we already have our funnel builder and our systems already connected. So we can be doing this while that's working on autopilot, marketing to our subscribers on autopilot. Did you get that?
Yep. I'll schedule out. Yeah.
Right? You know? So this is how you work smart. How do you build leverage? So that's what I got to say about that.
And as far as like the content, I mean, you know, every week we have our method on what we do, right? I mean, for me, I want to make sure that minimum, and I say minimum, have videos up at least 3 pieces of content every single week, minimum, all right? I say minimum because we usually end up having more. Sometimes we get 6, sometimes we get 8.
Yeah.
Right? But we set up a goal of having at least 3 pieces of content minimum, like a week, right? So, and I'll give you an example so we can be transparent.
It's not like all in one place. It's spread out.
Yeah, let me be transparent because we love being transparent with everybody. When we go to our YouTube channel, okay, you can see, let me just stop right here, go to videos. You can see that 3 hours ago, a day ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago. Oh,
you're not sharing.
I'm not sharing?
Share first. Hold on, y'all. First, you got to hit the share button.
It's not. Oh,
there we go. Okay.
Okay.
There you see
yeah,
it?
this is they updated this. That's what.
Okay.
So now you can see right here. This is our YouTube channel, right? And as you can see, what do you see, guys? 3 hours ago, 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, right? 5 days ago, right? You guys get the picture, right? But we don't only post there; we also post shorts. So, like I said, this will be like, yesterday, day before, 2 days ago, right? But the goal is to have 3 pieces of content like a week, right? So the reason why we do that is because we want to like over deliver, and we also want to do more if we can, because we're running, different businesses that we're running, right? We do consulting, we do affiliate marketing. There's multiple things that we do. So we want to make sure we can keep up with what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do more, great. Like this week, we probably did 9 pieces of content for the week, right? Is it like that every week? No. Sometimes it's 6. Sometimes it's 3. But it's never no less than 3. Set a goal, keep with it, stay consistent, keep it simple. Okay? All right.
So
awesome.
Yeah, stop sharing.
Stop sharing.
Stop sharing.
Oh, we got a question. You guys looking at the questions?
Stop sharing.
There we go. We got so many questions to get to still. All right. Lee. What's up, Lee? Lee says, my family thinks I'm crazy for trying this. How do you stay confident when no one believes in you?
I had a lot of people that didn't believe in me. My own family members didn't believe in me. My closest friends I went to high school and went to the prom with didn't believe in me. You're going to always have somebody that doesn't believe in you, but who do you really care about the most that believes in you? Yourself. This is a mindset thing, because if you don't take the time to start working harder on yourself with self-evaluation, self-improvement, personal development, growth strategies, studying what other mentors have gone through and what made them successful in order to shift the mindset, you're going to always worry about what other people think of you.
Absolutely.
Get what I'm saying?
I agree 100%.
And this hits home with me, because that's what I was sharing with you. Those are the very people that I thought would be walking this path with me, and where are they?
Or at least,
they're not.
At the very least, support you.
Exactly, and they're not.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, my closest friends that I had, they were very unsupportive, and they thought it was a joke. And I was taking it very seriously right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And now they don't look at me the same again.
Yeah.
Now we're friends again. Yeah, that's fine. It's just they have a lot more respect for me than before.
Yeah, we get the RESPECT,
Oh yeah.
Respect.
Oh yeah.
We get the respect now. But that's what I meant, figuratively speaking, about earning your stripes. Because then people will see your success. First they complain, and then they watch you, and then the next thing they want to do is be you. I call them watcher bees. And so what you want to do is focus on the small wins. Every time you generate a lead, celebrate it. Every time you generate more clicks than you ever generated before, celebrate it. Anytime you generate your first sale, celebrate it.
Because this is about you.
Always should be celebrated.
This is about you.
It is.
It is. Nobody else. It's about you. You're not trying to get anybody's approval.
No.
When you made this decision, nobody was around you when you made the decision. This was your choice.
Yes.
So anybody's influence or anybody's thoughts of how they feel about you should become irrelevant.
Now I'm going to tell you something.
I got more.
Oh, okay.
I got more.
Well, I got more too.
No, I got more.
Okay, well, go ahead.
So when these people are around you, they are completely irrelevant to what you chose to do, right? You must understand this. And when you understand this, you become very strong. And keep in mind, I'm going to say this, it's not their fault, right? Like when we said, oh yeah, people respect us now, we don't think negative of them. Were we disappointed in the beginning? Well, yeah, because of what we expected, right? But what we've learned about this is that people have their own struggles that they go through mindset-wise, right? And they choose to work on it, or they don't choose to work on it. The majority of people that don't like what you're doing or don't support what you're doing is because they choose not to work on themselves. Okay? Now I want you to think about that. But because you chose to think about yourself, that means you chose to take the road less traveled.
Yes.
Becoming an entrepreneur. This is a road that most people will not want to travel because you have to really answer to yourself. There is no boss. That gets psychological. That's where the mindset training comes in. That's where you learn to become headstrong, right? That's how you become successful. Not by doing the thing, but you become stronger while you do the thing. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So what I wanted to add was you don't have to wait for a live event or spend $10,000 to get this answer out of me. I'm going to tell you something that's going to be very key to your growth. You're worried about all these other people that you care about or probably thought they cared about you. It's best that you actually start realizing that where you're headed, they cannot travel with you. So what you need to start focusing on is learning how to take the very people that you connect with and build your own tribe. And you're going to start by creating your own Facebook group and your own community and start being friends with all those people. You think I'm playing with you, but I'm telling you the truth. When I first started, before I became the first female super affiliate, I remember there was no community. There was no tribe. There was nothing.
Yeah.
People didn't know anybody, just strangers upon strangers. However, I was able to build that tribe from the ground up and be able to communicate with people and find out their wants, their needs, their desires, and how I can serve them. And I created amazing communities like the Internet Marketing Pros, like the Inner Circle, right? We used to have the VIP Skype party. Yeah. Remember that?
Oh,
I created so many communities.
You did that before I met you.
Exactly. Yeah. So who better to share this information than someone who actually successfully grew groups and communities 100% online.
Yeah, I got to get
without ever having to meet them in person.
She's good at creating communities and groups.
And that's what you're going to do. And you'll have much better conversations with those people.
Well, we always say that. It's all about the conversations.
It's all about the conversations. Yeah. All about the ideas floating about. All about the inspiration, the stories, the laughs, the tears, everything. They'll become your inner circle, but they'll be your family. And that is going to be awesome for you when you run your business, because no matter what it is that you sell, they're going to always follow you to the end. Whatever you got, as long as it adds value to their lives, they're going to buy from you no matter what.
Yeah. We're going to have to create some separate videos. We have a lot more questions.
That was good.
You guys saw that, right? When you saw like the little screen share, like we have a lot of questions. But we can't get to all of them tonight.
No.
So we did get to quite a few of them.
Yes.
And we appreciate every single one of you for asking those questions. It means a lot to us. And here's the thing. What we do is, okay, we serve people, okay? And what we like to do is we like to take questions, because when we answer these questions, you learn a little bit more each day or each week when you show up to the lives, okay? And maybe you'll watch the replay. A lot of people usually watch the replay a lot more. Now, what we like to do is we like to think about this. When we get the questions, we don't just, say, okay, we got the questions. What we do is we look at the questions and we take notes on how we're going to answer these questions, because we want to make sure that we're very intentional when it comes to actually delivering the value and delivering the answer to those questions. Very, very important. A lot of people are not like Ace and Rich, okay? Nobody teaches digital marketing like Ace and Rich, I'm going to tell you right now. All right, that's what makes us unique and special in the marketplace, okay? And I guarantee you guys, if you keep going and you never give up, you're going to find your own oomphah, okay? Your own groove, your own way of doing things, right? That people are going to love and want to connect with you, all right? But the most important thing you must understand, it's always about serving. Yes, it is about us. But the more that we focus on us, the better we get, the better we can get at serving. Right? This is what I mean about when I was talking about Richard Osborne earlier. Start investing in yourself. Forget about the gold, forget about the crypto, forget about invest in yourself. Become better. Become a better version of you. Because I know that if you focus on that, 3 months, 6 months, a year down the road, you're not going to recognize yourself today.
Yes,
okay?
Valuable lessons learned along the way.
That is the key to success, guys. That's what I'm telling you. I learned this from my mentors, and I'm just passing the baton. I'm not just making this up. This is, and this is not coming from me. This is, someone that I learned from. That I'm just sharing it with you and what helped us, right? So just take that message, learn and grow from it. And if you're stuck and you're struggling and you're just frustrated with all the crap out there,
yes,
okay, head on over to meetaceandrich.com. When you head over there, book an appointment with us, you're able to find out like, wow, how I've been stuck all this time. Nobody really helped me answer these questions. Don't stay in the dark any longer, all right? Head on over to meetaceandrich.com. We'll be more than happy to help you get over that hurdle.
All right. Well, ready to wrap this up?
We're about to wrap this up, absolutely.
Yes. All right, guys, with that being said, my name is Ace Guzman.
And my name is Rich Guzman. I want to thank you guys for being here on the live with Ace and Rich. And stay tuned next week, same time, same bat channel, and we're going to conquer all those questions that you bring to us as well. All right? Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.
All right. Good night now.